Hi, my name is Ethan, and for this project of reading the ingredients list, I chose Nature Valley protein bars, specifically the peanut butter dark chocolate ones, just kind of to see whether or not that it is advertised as being kind of a heavy protein or not, as it is very clearly labeled on the front of the box. So I'm going to look at the ingredients list. We're going to look at whether or not these are fats, proteins, and sugars and all that, and what kind of starches and minerals are in there. And we're going to see whether or not it's a good choice. Okay, so on the top here, we have all these nutrition facts, the serving size, obviously because these are kind of a granola cereal bar. It's easy to just kind of take one, although there's sometimes you take a few, right? But we're going to, for this instance right now, just say one bar, okay? Which is about 200 calories in a single serving, which is the equivalent of the bar, which is 40 grams, right? So we're going to focus our attention down to the bottom there where the ingredients are, and we're going to look at all of those real quick. So we've got roasted peanuts, which will act as a fat, soy protein isolate, which will act as a protein, obviously, in the name. The chicory root extract, kind of a form of sugar. The semi-sweet chocolate chips, which include sugar. The chocolate liqueur, which is like a kind of like a fat. Cocoa butter, which is again definitely a fat. Then we have the soy lecithin, which acts as another fat, and then natural flavor, quote unquote, which is I believe derived of certain products to attain to a flavor. The vegetable oils, which include palm sugar, palm kernel, which is a fat, canola oil, right, which is a fat, and then peanut oil, which is a protein mostly, but also a fat. Sugar whey protein concentrate, the corn syrup, which is a sugar, the fructose, which is a sugar, the peanut butter, which specifically heavy peanuts on the protein, and then the salt, which is a mineral, right? And then you have the vegetable glycerin, which acts as a sugar, the rice starch, which is a form of sugar, same thing with the glycerin before, the cocoa, which is kind of like more of the sugar, but some protein. Soy lecithin as a fat, more salt, which we already know, and then the cornstarch. Now, as previously stated, these cereal bars in general, their serving size is just one bar, but obviously, when we're talking proportion size or portion size, sometimes you tend to grab two or three, right? If you're feeling quite hungry or something, or you're on the go. But speaking in the terms of one bar is what in this instance is. So with one bar, you get 200 calories, with 12 grams of that being fat, which is 15% of the daily value. Now, if we look at specifically the major three ones that we were focusing on here, each serving size of one of these, you'll get 10 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, and 7 grams of sugar. So with that in mind, as stated on the cover of the bar, yes, for the most part, most definitely the protein is prominent. So if you're looking for a dominant source of protein in these bars, you're definitely going to find it here. And with reading these ingredients, there are no forms of trans fats here. However, there are present polyunsaturated fats with 1 gram and monounsaturated fats with 7 grams. So with all that being said and done, looking at the ingredients, I would argue that this granola bar, this Nature Valley protein granola bar, is not there are definitely healthier options in terms of getting protein that you could snack on, just straight granola mixed with other things that focus on protein. But this, as a substitute, is not so bad, especially since there's no present trans fats in here. So overall, I think that the box is correct in terms of advertising a quick protein healthy goal in these bars. I think you will find that here. And I would say that this is a healthy choice.